Hey guys, Alan here, 79 Woodworks. Just wanted to do a follow-up review video. Last time we talked, I did a unboxing of this Ryobi Airstrike Bradnailer, battery powered, 18 volt. This thing, I've used it on a few projects. This thing is fantastic. If y'all find a good deal on this, like I talked about in my first video on the unboxing, I highly recommend y'all pick this up. This thing has worked great. It does 5/8 inch up to 2-inch brad nails, 18 gauge, and I've used the 5/8 in it, and I've used 1 1/4 inch out of it for the projects that I've done, and it has worked very well. Not really any complaints about it. It's put the nails right where I wanted them. This is great right here. If you're doing small projects, and like if you're just a hobbyist woodworker, or you're just doing woodworking on the sides, highly recommend this one. Now, if you're doing a lot of stuff, like if you have a full-time business, putting out multiple projects every week, I think this one would be a good one to use. However, they do make a brushless version of this. I would recommend going with the brushless version if you're doing a bunch of stuff. Reason being, the brushless gives you a little more power, and it also made to last longer, better battery life, and better tool longevity. But if you're, like I said, if you're just a weekend person, or you just do a few things here and there on the side, or just your own personal stuff, I highly recommend just the regular one. For what I've used it for so far, it has been fantastic. Let me flip this around and I'll show you this one project here I used it on. So this right here, which this I just got in here just to look. This is a storage bin with dividers. Now, it's nothing fancy. The customer didn't want anything fancy. It's going in a garage where they do a lot of tire work, and what they wanted was a storage bin to be able to put valve stems in. This bigger opening here is for one of the more common valve stems that they use all the time. The rest of them is for different sizes that they use, and they said they didn't want nothing fancy because, again, it's going in a garage, and you know it's going to get dirty and it's going to be used. They just wanted something that could organize the different size valve stems and functional. So they were looking for functionality and organization. So I had some scrap wood here in the shop, and that's what I used. They didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I tried to use what resources I had, and this is what I come up with. There again, it's not nothing fancy. It's just something I put together just to help a customer out. I got 3/4 inch sides, plywood sides, and then the individual bins they're about 1/2 inch, just slightly below 1/2 inch ply. Cut those out. I started with one template for the sides, and then on the back I got a 3/4 inch strip that runs along to help support the back end and the bottom. And if you can see, each one of the dividers has a notch in it to where to go flush all the way to the back. So I had to cut each one of these out with a jigsaw, and then after I got it cut out, I used my miter gauge on my table saw and just finished off the edges to make them smooth and straight. So it worked out pretty good. Like I said, it's nothing fancy. They were just looking for something functional and that would be sturdy. And as you can see, they're in here good. I used the brad nailer, put a couple of holes in the top here, I think you can see there's one right there, and then there's one right there. And then I've got, if you can see right here, multiple holes on the back supporting the back end of it. And then right here in the front, a couple of nail holes there. The bottom, this particular storage bin is going into the top of an already existing A-frame tool board. So I took the measurements of the top tray of the tool board and made a frame that's the same inside length and inside width, and made a box, and it's the same height. So this right here will be able to set down in that tray and then leave the storage part top wise exposed. That way everything will be lined up and organized together. So not a bad little project. Took a little time to cut all the dividers out, because you got to cut them out all by hand, and then of course smooth them out and finish them. You have to kind of go a little slow with it, because you want to make sure you get the exact fits for sliding in. You don't want them too short, but you don't want them too long either. You don't want it to fit too snug. You just want it to fit just enough where it just pushes in, slides in. A couple of them, I did run into an issue where a couple of them were a little too short. So what I did is I took some pieces of wood that I had cut down real thin, and I just put that in there to compensate for the gap. Like I said, if I was doing this for a more high-end job, I would do a way more fancier, but like I said, the customer was just looking for something durable, sturdy, and functional. And this is all wood that I already had. I didn't have to purchase anything, so it's not gonna, you know, cost them very much, because I'm just doing this basically as a favor to them, just to help them out. And I wanted to make the video to show y'all about the Airstrike. Like I said, this thing has worked great. No complaints. Very easy to use. Like I said, I've got another project that I've used it on, and I'll share that in another video. But I just wanted to give y'all an update from the last video where I unboxed this. Now that I've used it, I'm going to give you my opinion on it. There again, I'm not sponsored by Ryobi at all. This is just me using this. I got it back during Ryobi days, which I discussed that in my other video. It was $109, which I already had. It didn't come with the batteries, but I had the starter kit during the Ryobi days, where you got 2 4-amp-hour batteries and a charger, and you get another tool free, which I discussed that also in the other video. But I picked this up for $109 because they had it $30 off the regular price of this. So I picked that up, and like I said, it's worked great. I did see later on, after I'd already purchased it, they had another special with this Airstrike Bradnailer. You could get the nail gun, 2, I can't remember if it was 2 or 1 batteries, and a charger for like $129, if I remember correctly, which that was a excellent deal in itself. If I hadn't had already bought the starter kit with the batteries, I probably would have jumped on that. But as it may, I already had it, so, you know, there it is. But excellent choice. Like I said, if you're just doing random stuff from time to time, or just doing a few little odd and ends, this one is perfect. If you're doing a lot of production of stuff and putting things out, I would recommend going to the brushless. But hey, either one would be good. This one should last a long time as long as you take care of it. But yeah, so that one's worked very good. I'm highly impressed with that. Flip it back around here. So yeah, I've got another video I'm going to do later with the other project that I have done for another customer. It's a media TV stand cabinet. I'll show you. I'll go through the build on it. I apologize up front. I didn't video that build due to filming and whatnot. I just wasn't able to build it in time constraints. But it'll be another video. I'll go through the process of what I did with that particular build. Go through the tools that I used. I did use the Airstrike on that particular build as well. So I'll go through it, show you what I did with that. I also used the palm router, the Ryobi palm router, which is the one that I got for free with the starter kit. I used it to do the trim work on this other build, and a couple other tools, and I'll go through them with you and do some reviews on those. But yeah, so that's my review of this. Like I said, excellent choice. I highly recommend picking this up. If you need a cordless Bradnailer, highly recommend. Now, that's not to say that some of the other brands put out a better Bradnailer. I know Rigid's got one, Milwaukee's got one, DeWalt's got one. I mean, all the brands pretty much have a Bradnailer you can pick up, and I'm not saying this one's any better than any of the others. Some of the others are probably better, more professional grade in, a little more expensive. So I mean, they probably have a few more features on it than what this one does. But if you just want an everyday use with no frills, I highly recommend this. But yeah, so like I said, pick you one up, try it out, see if you like it, and I'll have my next video later on. I'm not sure when I'm going to have it. I still got a couple more things I need to do before it's completely finished, but I will show that and get that going for y'all. And I appreciate it, guys. And if you could, please do me a solid. Hit the like and subscribe button. This is a new channel. I'm trying to get it going. So all encouragement, I'd appreciate any encouragement. And like I said, hit the like button. That helps out a lot. And also subscribe. And hit the bell notification also so that you can know when new videos come up. But guys, I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.